Today's video, I am taking you to a hidden gem that only the locals know about. Not one of those hyped up touristy places. This secret spot is so special, you'll feel like you hit the jackpot. I was told it's a waterfall, but as it turns out, this is like no waterfall you've ever seen before. So I just got a call from a buddy, and we are going to head out to a new waterfall that we've never been to before. It's called La Angostura, and it's just outside of Tonosi on the way to Macaracas. It's supposed to be beautiful. There's supposed to be canyons on both sides, a nice little swimming hole, so we're going to be bringing Kai along so he can go swimming. He loves swimming at the waterfalls in the fresh water. It's always nice and cool. We got a bit of a cloudy day. Hopefully we don't get any rain because we do have a couple rivers we got to cross. I'm not expecting any trouble because it is dry season, so I think the rivers are going to be low, but if a rain comes in, there's a chance that things could get mucky and dirty, and river crossings can always be dicey in those cases. So I'm just out here checking to make sure that we have butane because we want to do some cooking. I'm going to make sure that we have our tree savers, the winch is already set up and ready to go. So we have everything that's clear. I'm about to run across to the gas station. We'll be leaving from Playa Vinal, so it's about a half-hour drive from here to Tonosi where we're meeting our friends. And then from there, we're going to head on to the waterfall, which is another 15 or 20 minutes past, apparently. Like I said, this is my first time out there. It's going to be interesting. You're going to be discovering it at the same time that we are. Getting some gas. We are filling up here in Playa Vinal, which is a little bit expensive. I recommend if you can, if you fill up instead in either Los Tablas or even Pedasi. It gets more expensive the further you get out here. There's also gas in Tonosi where we're meeting our friends, but the gas out there I'm pretty sure is definitely more expensive. It may not be as high of a quality. This is a brand new Turpal station, so I think the gas is pretty good quality here. There's a little store inside where they got liquor, beer, pop, drinks, a little bit of food, and groceries if there's anything that you need for last minute trip. And there's also a little hardware store right next door that has everything from housewares to tools to a few building supplies. I'm going to actually be running in there to see if I can get some butane to make sure that we have butane. It's not huge, but there is last minute things you can get. If you need more groceries, there's now a full grocery store across the highway in Playa Vinal, and they have everything that you can imagine from meat to drinks to everything. It's a full-on grocery store, so it has everything that you need. As we set off, I couldn't help but feel a mix of excitement and apprehension. We were heading to unfamiliar territory, not quite sure of what to expect. All I knew is that there was a couple of rivers to cross, and with the recent rains, I was slightly worried they might be deeper than I expected or potentially have strong currents. So the road from Playa Vinal to Cañas is almost perfect. It gets a little bit windy in spots, but it's really a beautiful, smooth road. The speed limit's only 60. It's really hard not to do 80. And everybody pretty much does that. You're driving through a lot of farms, and it's just a really pretty drive. There's a couple of views of the ocean that are just spectacular. So we're going to hit Tonosi in about 30 minutes from Playa Vinal. We're going to meet our friends at a gas station there, and then we're going to be heading off towards Macaracas, where the falls apparently exist. So we'll take you there. We're going to enjoy it.
It's what you do, making me feel like I'm falling.
Tonosi is the biggest and really the only town you'll find between Vinal and your destination, and this is your last chance to pick up last-minute supplies. There are clinics, Panamanian-style grocery stores, gas, hardware, and general store. There's even a few restaurants. Note that Tonosi is actually the name of the area, not the town center, but everybody seems to refer to it that way. The trip from Tonosi to La Angostura is a little bit longer than the 15 minutes we had originally estimated. Once you leave the town, you'll drive up the highway for about 26 minutes, and then you'll see a small road on your left with a sign. The sign is hard to see, so you have to watch out for it. I will put a map in the description below so you can find it.
you before the sun goes down. It's what you're doing, making me feel like I'm falling. And when you're moving, I can hear my calling. There's no one else here that I see but you. It's what you're doing that's making me feel like I'm falling. Yeah, I'm falling in love. Yeah, I'm falling in love. Yeah, I'm falling in love. Yeah, I'm falling in love.
As we entered the canyon, my river crossing apprehension well behind me, I was awestruck by the beauty surrounding us. The rock formations were incredible, and the river was so clear and inviting. It was like we had stepped into another world, a hidden paradise tucked right here on the Azuero Peninsula. The fact that there was no waterfall didn't disappoint us at all. Kai had the time of his life. He was splashing around in the river, he was chasing sticks. Watching Kai play in the water, I couldn't help but laugh. His joy was contagious, and it reminded me that sometimes the best moments come from unexpected circumstances. But like all good things, our sunny skies didn't last. Just as we finished cooling off in the refreshing water and were starting to explore, the sky opened up and a torrential downpour began. We were soaked through in seconds. The rain was so heavy we could barely see in front of us. We had to take shelter under our awning and wait it out. But it was a perfect time for a picnic. Well, we just had an amazing lunch. Some Singaporean street noodles, some quiche. They're having coffee back at camp now. I decided to just take a little bit of a wander with Kai off into the bushes to see what we could find. We got a bit of a downpour. All of a sudden the rain came in. We could see it coming up the river, and kind of we all started shouting, "Oh, here it comes, here it comes." And we just got dumped on. So we managed to get the canopy or the awning up in time. Well, not in time, we got soaked getting it up, but we got the awning up and managed to have a nice dry lunch with the awning up. And now the sun's back out and everything's drying back off again. There's like zero wind, nothing but the sounds of nature around. It's an absolutely beautiful day. What a gorgeous spot. This canyon is absolutely incredible. As the rain subsided and we packed up the truck, I realized that this trip, with all of its unexpected twists and turns, was exactly what we needed. Our delicious lunch, the sharing of stories and laughter, I knew this was a trip that we would never forget. La Angostura Canyon in Tonosi may not have been the waterfall that we were expecting or looking for, but it gave us so much more. A chance to connect with nature, with each other, and to strengthen our friendships. I strongly recommend it if you're visiting the area. Just make sure you are prepared, as flash floods are possible in this area. In the end, this trip taught me that sometimes the best adventures are the ones you don't plan for. When you open yourself up to the unexpected, you give yourself the chance to discover something truly extraordinary, not just in the world around you, but in the people beside you. As we drove home, I couldn't help smiling. The trip reminded me that life is full of surprises, and it's up to us to embrace them. Whether it's a hidden canyon or a sudden rainstorm, every unexpected moment has the potential to create a memory that lasts a lifetime. And of course, we have plenty of Panama waterfall videos coming up, so don't forget to subscribe.